My name is Carly Petz. I am an advocate here at the women's community. Specifically, I work with sexual assault victims. Most of us get into this work because of our personal experience, be that in a domestic violence situation, in sexual assault, or anything that we feel like we need to change in this world, we come here. April is very busy for us because April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. At the women's community, we always try and put together some community events. We've got people here 24/7 because that's when things happen, right? Things don't just happen, 8 to 4 on a weekday. So people are here, people are available all the time. And being a victim looks very different for everybody. So everybody upstairs has a very different story. But what they have in common is that they need safety right now. And so we've had some really great turnout already for some online events. We did a town hall that we got the mayor to moderate, and we were able to reach out to our SART team. So a SART is our sexual assault response team in our community. Usually that includes advocates, it includes prosecutors, law enforcement, SANE nurses, forensic nurses. All of us come together in responding to a sexual assault case. And so we were able to pick a couple people out of the team and get everybody together and just answer some questions from the community, kind of go through, we kind of created a case and we were able to walk through it with every responder on the team, where they would come in, how they would respond, because that's really something that the community doesn't get to hear a lot unless you've been through a sexual assault and you've reported it to authorities. You really don't know how that system works. It's not something anybody trains for, right? Except for me, right? But that's why I'm here, because you shouldn't be expected to know those things. You shouldn't have to, and I wish nobody did. But because it does happen, we are here to walk you through all of those steps. So that event was really successful, and a lot of people have come back and said that they learned a lot. We also got Denim Day coming up, which we do that every year. It's a community event, and it is because back in the 90s, in Italy, there was a case that someone was convicted, and then a judge overturned that conviction because the victim was wearing jeans that the judge deemed were too tight to have taken off without the victim's help. So every year we wear denim and we raise awareness about victim blaming specifically and sexual assault awareness in general. So April is it's kind of what we build up to every year. Every year we do this work every day, and we use April to kind of tell everybody, hey, this is what we're doing and here's why. So a day as a sexual assault victim services advocate could mean a lot of things. It could mean 3 meetings and a training, and then going to the hospital to meet someone who is there for a SANE exam after an assault. Or it could mean sitting at my computer all day and working on paperwork and getting things filed. It really just depends on the day. When it comes to what victims need, that's important, and we all as a community really need to look at that and understand how we can help. So human trafficking happens in every county in this state. It is everywhere. And it doesn't look a lot like what we think, right? There are a lot of myths surrounding trafficking. Quite honestly, we have a fantastic trafficking advocate here. And she's taught me quite a bit about it, and even I have been surprised about some of the things that I've learned. It definitely does exist in our area. This is a big area for business, and so we have a lot of hotels and things like that in the area. And where you have that, and where you have, the people willing to support it, you're going to find trafficking and trafficking victims. Lots of trafficking occurs at a younger age. just from homes that, maybe there isn't so much support. Maybe there's divorce, maybe, there's mental illness, things like that. So a lot of the time, younger people or kids get drawn in by someone who they think that they can trust. I want to be careful because I don't want to delegitimize sex work, right? But I think a lot of the time, even in popular culture and things like that, we think of a pimp. That is human trafficking. That is someone who is making money off of somebody else's work. I was actually in a training a few years ago, and a woman who works as an attorney specifically with trafficking victims said something that I thought was absolutely brilliant. And basically, when someone asked her what we can do to help trafficking victims, she said we can give them a safe place to live, right? As a community, we can believe them. We can look past all of their charges. We can give them a safe place to live. That means a safe place to work, a safe place where they can be reunited with their families, that they can start a family, that they can have a normal and healthy life, regardless of what they've been through in the past. And that, I think, is one of the biggest things that people don't realize about trafficking, is that it just doesn't, it doesn't look all pretty with a bow at the end, right? There's a huge mess to clean up. And we've all probably seen it and not realized that that's what it was.